Happy Friday and welcome to the weekly recap. We are back to normal situations. This is episode 95. Madalena, how you doing today?
Well, we are back to normal situation just for this week, because next week we are back on the road. We are going to VMware Explore. But yeah, I'm doing great. It's just interesting. One interesting thing is that even though I feel tired after last week, Vim 100 Summit, like I do feel energized as well by all the awesome conversations I had with like the community people, the great content that was shared the previous week. And I saw so many posts on social media from the attendees. That's so amazing, to see. And we also had like a product management there. We had technical education, our team, product strategy, events team was there. So it was great for me because it was like the first time I actually met everyone. I met some people at some events, but not everyone. So it was really great. And how are you? A lot
Well,
from
I'm
me.
I'm good. I mean, but that's really the same thing from my week because I'm also just off the community summit. And yeah, especially for you, relatively new, to go full circle around with the community and now I've met them. Legends, Vanguards, Veeam MVPs, some of our product management. It probably, in your world's closing the loop a lot, and all this stuff. And you can't I can never explain how powerful community is. It
Yes.
was really cool. And I'm so caught up in the thing. I realize I'm wearing the same shirt from last recap. So I really like this new shirt, but I did wash it between last week and this week. So
Interesting fact. I watched it.
yeah, just saying, just saying. Well, Maddie, we have
Yeah.
had an actually, I haven't thought about how we're going to record next week at VMware Explore. Probably not a good idea at the party. Maybe we'll do it at the booth, at
Yeah,
the
that
Veeam
would be
booth.
fun. That would be fun. We can
You know,
think about. We still have time to think
yeah,
about that.
a lot of the people watching this event have been to, a major event like a VMworld in the past and VMware Explorer possibly. If you have an idea, let us know in the comments what you think we should do. So, how to record an interesting recap. All right, let's take a look at the very busy, as always, community. And Ragnar, Max is almost stealing something out of my special department news, basically. But late last week, actually inside of the summit, Veeam Backup for Salesforce was GA'd, was released. Wow, good stuff,
Yeah,
good stuff. Yeah,
that
what
was
caught
great
you here?
news.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I would want to say, Ragnar, was great meeting you in person. We had really interesting conversation as well. And yes, as you said, the Veeam Backup Salesforce was released last week. That's really big news for us, for Veeam. So here in this article, Ragnar put together some information on this is the newest product that we have, right? It's just version 1. And as you said, we had a session at Veeam 100 Summit. It was dedicated to this release, and it was presented by Andre and Mike. They did a demo on how to use it. I think everyone enjoyed it, and Ragnar gives us an overall in here, basically talking about the product, and how to install it. And few important aspects that he's talking about is like that the VBSF is supported to run on CentOS 7, Red Hat Linux 7.8, and Oracle Linux 7.8, and it uses PostgreSQL as a database. And he says, like, in order to be able to install it and to use it, some basic Linux skills are needed, but you can also, like, you can do it manually, or you can use the setup script provided by Veeam that automates the process. And yeah, there are a bunch of useful links as well to our help center and few others that Ragnar shared with us.
Yeah, this is great news. And you hit on this, Maddie, that this is yet another product at Veeam built on Linux, the 3 public cloud backups, the AHV, RHV products. So that's, a trend. Watch that space. So thank you so much for sharing, Ragnar. Big, big release. And the 50 free users with the community edition. That's something to check out there too. This
Yeah.
one, awesome. Craig34. I think this is the first time we've called your name on the recap here. Retention with the Oracle plugin. Wow, I got some thoughts here, but Madi, what caught you here?
Well, yeah, first time in the show, Craig. Welcome. Congrats, you made it to our recap show. And this is also like a topic I haven't read much about in the community. To be honest, since I started, I haven't seen it. So Craig is talking about Veeam plugin for Oracle RMAN. If anyone wants to know what RMAN is, that's the Recovery Manager, which is an Oracle database client that performs backup and recovery tasks on your databases and basically automates administration of the backup strategies. And it simplifies backing up, restoring, and recovering database files. And the Veeam plugin uses the backup and restore functionality of Oracle Recovery Manager and transfer the backups to Veeam Backup Repository. So I thought that was interesting. I think this is like an integration, right?
Oh yeah, it's really the platform coming to life. It's letting other backups, Recovery Manager from Oracle, right into a Veeam repository. And I'll be honest with you, Chris has it right. Great post. We don't get much press and coverage on these plugins because really it's Oracle RMAN that's doing the backup. It's just Veeam providing the storage for it. But having just a point of view here, and I don't know if this might be the Craig that I know. I got to look up and creep who that Craig is because we have one of our architects named Craig. I'll sort that out in the notes. But thank you so much, eCraig34. Hope to be calling your name more, and that rhymes. We do that on Wednesdays. So,
nice one.
I love my job, guys. All right, next up is Kevin Madi, our legend from South Africa, talking about Linux VBR proxies, but with a local AD username. What's going on here, Madi?
So this is more like a tip for everyone that encountered this error and didn't know how to fix it. Kevin was trying to set up Linux proxies for VMware backups, and he got that error, and he's explaining how to fix it, taking us through all steps. So it's just like a quick fix, basically. That's what he's doing in here. So yeah, I mean, if you encounter this error, definitely go to check out this article and you're going to find the solution. Thank you, Kevin, for that.
Yeah, indeed. The first time I set up a Linux proxy, I also had authentication issues. I didn't have this issue, but I do remember an issue of authentication. So, you know, if you're just looking into using these new proxies, this is one of those things that can come up. Cheers. Thank you, Kevin.
This is the first time when Kevin is actually mentioned as well in our recap. True. So congrats, you made it as well to the list.
It's getting hard to remember everybody if they're first timers or not. But here's a non-first timer, the notorious KGG, his own recap of the summit, which I thought was nice. Yeah, I love it.
Yes, absolutely. I really, this is a fun video. Basically, Jeff, after the Veeam 100 Summit, is just visiting Charles Bridge in Prague, and he's talking about his experience. You can tell that he's tired, that he was like having issues with sleep because he flew from Canada. So, but it's so funny. We had to mention it, and it's really genuine opinion, you know, like about the summit and about his experience in there. And I really loved it.
We've had the summit in Prague now, I believe, 4 times, and we have been lucky with weather every time. And you can see there, it's just a beautiful day. So yeah, thank you, Jeff. And actually, officially, that means we broke the rule, Madi, but we didn't do any content last week, so it's kind of like a soft break of the rule, if there is such a thing.
Yes, absolutely. There is another great article that Luciano wrote. I wanted to double break the rule, but I thought that would be too much. But it's really great. Just check it out in blogs and the podcast section. He's going through all the these sessions that we had available at the summit. So that would be good to read it as well.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so now we're going to pivot to special department news, and this is a piece of news for everyone. Friends, we've done it. Over 14,000 members in the community. Wow, thank you all. And you know, when we kind of learned this as we process through the who's new, which I won't forget to do, That also rhymes. But it's just watching these numbers grow. Great traction. Thank you all so much. And the engagement is awesome. And so, for those of you who are new, right, you can engage here. It's really easy to do. And just being present is an important first step. So thank you all. And last night it was 13,399. I'm like, so close. And then just overnight, 5 more. Cheers, everyone. And
That's
then
amazing.
also in special department, I want to give a big hat tip to Victor Wu's latest book. This guy's a machine. I took a picture of one of his books at VMware Explorer in San Francisco. But it's interesting, he has one chapter just on Veeam Backup with VxRail. Congrats, Victor.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Thank you for writing that, Victor. I'm curious. I'm going to read about especially that chapter to see how that works.
Somebody sent me a book. Oh, the team in China, our systems engineers there, wrote a book that basically translated a lot of stuff into Japanese. I need to it's probably on my wall behind me somewhere, but I love those types of things. So congratulations, Victor. We'll put a link to this in the episode notes. And other special department, well, we're recording on Wednesday. It's tomorrow. Well, this video will go out Friday, but even after the event, you still can watch Veeam On Update. So this is a really good way in 1 hour or so to catch up on what's been going on with Veeam. And we have a live Ask Me Anything where I'm throwing my boss, Danny Allen, under the gauntlet from the public questions. It's kind of going to be fun. And then also the number of members of my team will take your questions. And there's also probably the coolest thing, Lab Wars, hands-on labs, that's there. Wow. So, both of these are there. So that's always one of the most important things. And for a virtual free event, that's something to check out, as well as being able to win a PlayStation 5. So stay tuned, and then we're going to turn the page soon after that and start working on Veeam On 23. Can't even believe that is coming up, but it's November and it's time to start thinking about it. And the call for presentations are actually already open. We did that during Summit last week, so we really want to get ahead of that. So maybe I'll put a link into that too in the notes. It's not on this page, but yeah. And then the last, this one's all you, Maddie. We have an announcement to make. I've got the names over here. But
yes.
First of all, what is VMCE and what have we done with some of our best community people?
Well, I want to actually thank, first of all, to Federica, Rasmus, and Simon that they contributed, the technical education team contributed and helped us to actually be able to offer a free VMCE training course to some of our VUG leaders, vanguards, and legends. So we are going to finally, because we selected some of the best people that we thought they deserved to be trained. They were not trained in this sense. So we thought they deserved because they contributed to our community, and we want as a token of appreciation to offer them this course. So today we're going to finally announce our 12 finalists. You have the list, so maybe you can help me out with that.
Yeah, so we just this particular offering was an EMEA time zone offering, so we did have to scope the winners to that region. But congratulations to Cosmic, Marco, Dips, Alex, Christian, Julian, Marcus, Martin, Maurice, Luciano, Rajesh, and Vladon. And we're going to put a link to all the people, just congratulating them in the post here. But I need to actually get on this, and this is a great extra thing to have, just as experience and confidence in having Veeam conversations. And yes, big thanks to Federica, Rasmus, and the whole educational services team for allowing us to really recognize the leading community members with this complimentary course. So cheers.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone.
All right, I'm not going to forget it this time. We're going to go on to who's new. We skipped a week, so we had a nice healthy number here, and I did this a click ago, so we're at plus 89. I see a number of friendlies on the list, Maddie. Like here's Dave Kuula, one of the vanguards, OG representing. We see, I think Paolo, No Lab, No Party. He joined as well. That's one of the other vanguards. But we have some. Nicholas,
well.
he joined twice. I was going to ask him about that, but I'll take his word on it. But anyways, we also have 4 cool usernames, 24/7. Love it. Veeam Dude, that'll get you a shout out on the recap. And Boldly Going Nowhere. Well, I don't know about that. You're going somewhere. You're going to the community hub. That's a good idea. And then Hacksaw Cats. Hackasaw, I think it's Hacksaw Cats.
Hacksaw Cats, yeah. I thought
Hacksaw
that was
Cats.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, I just the things that come in here, especially the ones that are PG enough for me to share, are so fun. So thank you, everyone. Big welcome to all the new members in the community and friends. I mean it when I say this. Madalena prepares all this stuff because, no joke, I was in my car 10 minutes before this and dropping my kid off at the bus. I walk in, she sends me the links, and she's fully prepared. So thank you so much, Maddie, for prepping everything for the episode.
Always my pleasure, Rick.
All right, everyone. Who knows what next week's episode will be? We're going to have some fun with it when we're in Barcelona. But thanks for watching and have a great weekend, everyone.